When I need some good kosher food, there's only 3 words I need to know. Feed me, Bubbe.
Today I'm going to make my eggplant casserole. It is can also be vegetarian, or the way I like to make it is with fresh mozzarella cheese. And it's especially good for Shavuos, which is a holiday when dairy is served, a holiday when we received the Torah 3,000 plus years ago. And along with this, I have a few other dairy videos that are excellent. Blintzes, number 16. Kugel, which is number 2, and baked fish, also along with the above, is video 12. Eggplant is a very good vegetable. It's low in calories and cholesterol. It has vitamin A and C. And I like to get either a medium-sized eggplant, which is about 1.5 pounds, or small eggplants, which are about 3/4 pound. The large ones are not good, and I think they have more of a bitter flavor. So when you look for an eggplant, make sure the color is nice and it's smooth. And there is a sort of myth. You see this flat area here is flat at the bottom of the eggplant, and this one is indented. And supposedly they say that the flat eggplant will have less seeds. Well, I checked it out and I found it's only a myth. Just make sure they're fresh and there are no bruises on the eggplants when you buy them. There are several steps in preparing the eggplant. It's a little extra work, but it's worth it. First, I'd like to cut off the top and then the bottom. And then I like to take my potato peeler and peel it. I think if you don't need that extra skin, sometimes the outside skin is tough. I'm slicing my eggplant. Oh, this is a good one, see, with not too many seeds. That's what I like. So sometimes the theory is right and sometimes not. About 3/8 inches to 1/2 inch is fine. And now I'm going to salt it slightly and place it in my colander so that it will drain the liquid. The liquid is bitter. If you can't take salt, then do it without, but it's very important. It'll help the flavor and the texture of the eggplant. I've placed all my eggplant slices in the colander, put a plate on, and then take a can or something to weight it down. And let it stay like this for 30 minutes, and you'll see the liquids come out of it in the bottom of the plate. I like to heat my frying pan first on medium. Add 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil or olive oil, whichever you prefer. Spread it around the pan. Even though this is a non-stick pan, I like to have a little bit of the oil. And then add all my vegetables. The onions and peppers. You can use all one color or mix and match, whichever you prefer. They basically taste the same. Give it a stir. I'm going to make it a little bit harder, just so it'll stand up a little more. Oh, maybe in the middle of medium-high to give it a start. And when you see the onions are soft. And then your mushrooms. And this is going to in casserole between the layers of eggplant, which will give it that extra flavor. Oh, say about 10 minutes or so until they all soften up. And then I'll show you how I put them all together. Stir it occasionally so that they'll all have a chance to get together. I've sauteed my vegetables, and now I'm going to get my eggplant ready for frying, which is the next procedure. Remove everything. And then I have a bowl of cold water here, or you can run it under the faucet. Put your eggplant in here so that you'll get the salt off. remove the salt. And then I'm going to place it on a paper towel. And get all this removed first. See, and this is the liquid that was drained from the eggplant, which is bitter. And just rinse the eggplant, sort of remove some of the salt. Take a few layers of paper towels and place them on paper towel. And I'm going to absorb as much water as I can. You see, just to dry it out a little bit so that it'll take the coating when I'm frying. And now I'm ready to get over to the stove and coat it and do my frying, which is the next step. First thing I like to do is put a very light layer of the spaghetti sauce at the bottom. And I like to use that aluminum foil that has this release so nothing sticks. Just a little bit. Spread it around. And then I'm ready to do my eggplant. Add about a half a cup of water with 1 egg. And this will help to coat the breadcrumbs. First thing we do is take the eggplant, put it in the egg wash so that it'll hold the breadcrumbs. Dip it in the breadcrumbs. And either breadcrumbs or mozzarella is fine, whichever you prefer. Until all the eggplant is in the egg wash and you've used up all your breadcrumbs or mozzarella. You probably will need about 2 cups of breadcrumbs to cover everything. And this is, like I say, 2 eggplants would be perfect for a 9 by 13 pan. If you want, you make half the recipe. 1 medium and 1 small eggplant should be perfect for a 9 by 13 pan. Now we're back at the stove and we have to fry lightly the eggplant. And you know you're going to have to use several amounts of oil depending how it absorbs. First 1 tablespoon. Spread around. We've got our eggplant coated with breadcrumbs. And it doesn't have to be in long. Oh, another reason why we use the salt in the eggplant, because this way it prevents the eggplant from absorbing too much oil, which also is a help. And just a couple of minutes, just so that the eggplant and the egg wash will set. Turn the eggplant over, so just enough to set it. Place the fried lightly eggplant on the plate. Add a little bit more oil. Continue until all the eggplant slices are used up. And now I'm ready to layer, and I like to have 2 layers. So my first layer, try and fill in every area. Take a few little ones and fill it in. Keep going until you have it all filled with 1 layer. I have my first layer, and then I like to put my vegetables on. Spread it all over evenly as best as you can. This will add to the flavor. And now I'm ready to place my second layer. And it may not cover everything, but most of it. You should, the way you like to do it. Fill it up as best as you can. It'll all blend in well. And now I'm going to use my whole jar of 24 ounces. Tomato and basil is the best flavor I like. Just spread it on because this will be absorbed. It'll make the whole eggplant casserole taste good. I like to use fresh mozzarella, and most supermarkets have kosher fresh mozzarella now. And also, sometimes it's difficult to cut with a knife because it's so soft. So if you like and you have difficulty, take a thread, white thread, press it down, and it'll cut. It'll make it a little easier for you. And it'll get a much nicer slice. And then, like I say, even with the knife, it makes it a little bit more difficult because you have to press down, and you really don't want to squish it too much. And keep going. Place the slices of mozzarella. Doesn't have to be fancy, but serves actually 6 to 8 servings. So I tried to have enough of the mozzarella. An 8-ounce package of mozzarella should do it easily. Take your time a little bit. Of course, it's soft and it takes a little, but it has a better flavor than the shredded mozzarella or the dried. Oh, a little extra doesn't hurt. Cover it with aluminum foil tightly. Seal it all around. Place in the oven for 45 minutes at 350 degrees. And then after the 45 minutes, I'll take the cover off and leave it for 5 minutes more so that the cheese can get a little bit more crispier, make it more attractive. I'm ready to place it in the oven. 350 degrees preheated.
And now it's time for the Yiddish word of the day. Bubbe, what's today's Yiddish word?
And today's Yiddish word is schmeichel, smile.
So the Yiddish word is schmeichel.
Yeah, schmeichel, smile. It's a nice word.
That is a great word. Zadie, what are you doing here?
I wanted to show you the painting I made a couple of years ago. It got an eggplant in it.
There's an eggplant in the picture.
Correct.
Where's the eggplant?
Right here.
Well, all they can do is schmeichel, smile.
We'll be right back. Father's Day is coming, and that means it's time to present a brand new product in the Feed Me Bubbe store. Presenting...
I'm Zadie, Grandpa, the production assistant.
You get a choice of your favorite color just by going on store.feedmebubbe.com. And what makes it even better is you know that you're helping keep Feed Me Bubbe on the air and at the same time donating $1 to Mazon to help with world hunger.
I'm Zadie, the production assistant.
That's right, Zadie. Get your I'm Zadie, I'm the production assistant t-shirt today.
My eggplant is ready, and I'm going to take it out of the oven and we'll serve it. See how nice it looks after it's through? And we'll cut a nice serving section out. More extra mushrooms. Have a happy and healthy Shavuos. Es gesundheit.
Hi, Bubbe. My name is Beverly, and I live in Michigan. I just got done watching a couple of your videos, and I'm so excited to try to make your baked fish and potato latkes for dinner. I love your videos. Avram, you are a wonderful grandson to do this for your Bubbe. And I just have to say that I love watching every little bit of it, and I'm on your mailing list, and I just got to see the new one on the fruit, and it's very exciting. So thank you, Bubbe. You're the best. Bye-bye.
This podcast is part of the Blueberry Network, where listeners and podcasters come together.
Blueberry.com